Hi, I'm John Cowart, General Superintendent with Oscar Renda Contracting, here today to give a progress update. In doing these videos, it's been brought to our attention that some of the viewers don't understand the process that takes place in completing the work on some of our streets. Each street is affected up to 12 times, starting with the installation of the 3 new underground utilities, including water, sewer, and storm drain. These 3 new utilities cannot be installed at the same time due to varying depths, and also the fact that we have to keep the public with water and sewer at all times. Once the final underground utility is installed, which is typically storm drain, then we begin the construction of drainage structures. Once the drainage structures are complete, another crew moves in and begins the construction of the new roadway, which involves excavating any existing concrete, sidewalk, and asphalt. Once this is complete, we'll begin the installation of 610 road base, which is the rock that lies under the base course asphalt. Once the 610 rock is installed, we move a curbing machine onto the street and complete all curb and gutter. After the completion of the curb and gutter, a 4-inch layer of base course asphalt is laid down on the street. The base course asphalt is 2 inches lower than the finished grade, and which is why you may have noticed the manhole sticking up throughout the project. Once the base course asphalt is complete, we move a crew in to complete both sidewalk and driveways. Once the sidewalk and driveways are complete, we begin the installation of fencing and landscaping. Once the fencing and landscaping are complete, Oscar Renda does a walkthrough in each area with the City of Biloxi. The City of Biloxi makes a list of things that need to be repaired, and Oscar Renda makes those repairs. Once those repairs are complete and we have approved sewer and storm drain videos, Oscar Renda is given the go-ahead to put down the final surface coat of asphalt, which smooths the streets and removes the elevated manholes. And the last thing completed on the job is both the striping and the replacement of any street signs that were damaged during construction. On the east end of the project, we continue to close out all streets in SXSN, which is east of Oak Street. 2 weeks ago, we began placing the final layer of asphalt, which is the surface course, on Old Bayview, 9th Street, 7th Street, and Wisteria. Also on the east end of the project, Oscar Renda, along with the City of Biloxi, continue to replace any fencing that was damaged during construction. On Hill and Heidemann, we have a crew working to complete the drainage structures in this area. We anticipate this work to finish in the next 2 weeks. As you may have noticed, in the area between Carquote and Main Street on Division, we have multiple crews working to install both sewer and drainage. Due to this, there are many road closures. We understand that this is an inconvenience to the public, and we're working as quickly as possible to complete the work. On Division Street, at the intersection of Lemuse, Oscar Renda has been delayed by an existing gas main belonging to CenterPoint Energy since July the 23rd of 2017. This conflict has now been removed, allowing Oscar Renda to move forward with the installation of the final new utilities, which include storm drain and sewer, heading east from Lemuse to Nixon Street. While the gas main conflict on Division Street was removed over 2 weeks ago, the crew that we had working in this area was moved to Raynor Street south of the Division to complete both the sewer and storm drain. We anticipate this work to be complete in the next week, allowing us to move back to Division Street. On Banaki Street south of Division, Oscar Renda is preparing to install the final 2 utilities, which include sewer and storm drain. Due to both the depth and scope of the sewer work to be completed on South Banaki, this area will be greatly impacted for over 2 months. Oscar Renda has hired another subcontractor to work on the north project that will be completing the work on Banaki. Once the sewer on Banaki is installed from Division south to the train tracks, Oscar Renda will be installing sewer under the CSX right-of-way. Due to this, Banaki will be closed on the north and south side of the train tracks for over 2 months. On Porter, north of Division, we have now completed the final utility all the way to Park Circle, which was storm drain. We've also completed the drainage structures to Park Circle and are now working in the park to complete the small diameter storm drain and drainage structures. We have a road crew installing the 610 road base from Frank P. Corso headed north on Porter, catching all side streets. We have another crew installing curbing on Frank P. Corso and Porter headed north towards Columbus. We anticipate both the 610 rock and curbing to be installed on Porter and all side streets all the way to South Park in the next 2 months. On the weekends, we continue to turn the residents over to the new water system on North Porter and all connecting side streets, so interruptions in water services should be expected, and Oscar Renda will do their best to make sure that the public is notified prior to these interruptions. The following streets will be receiving the first round of paving, which is base course asphalt, in the next month. Dacey, between Walker and Backbay, Splendor, Dr. Gilbert Mason, Hill Street, possibly Heidenheim between Hill and Backbay. Over the next month, the following streets will be receiving the 610 road base. Heidemann between Hill and August Bayview, Davis Carquote, Fayard from Division Street to Barthes, Anglada from Division Street to Barthes, Anglada from Division Street to Elder, and Fayard from Division Street to Elder. We've now moved into a phase of the project where we've been able to add additional utility crews and road crews, speeding up the work on the North project. We thank the public for their continued patience and look forward to a productive summer.